I'm back. I'm so sorry, guys. I am back. Well, the reason why I'm back is because I misspoke, a big old misspeak in the last video. I sometimes you're talking so fast and you say things backwards. So I wanted to do this video again. So I put that last video, Michael Jackson death hoax in the media. That last one, I put it on private. So I'm trying to do it again. I meant to say that nothing proves that Michael Jackson is dead. Nothing. And I've been looking for proof for 9 years and haven't been able to find any proof. Even when the coroner, the coroner lied about how he named the body. Okay, and then when I gave him an opportunity to clear it up, he continued with the lie. So it means that it was a purposeful lie. That's how I'm going to take it. And nothing. Soleil Sean was the name at UCLA, not Michael Jackson. No name on the 911 call. Conrad Murray verdict, alleged victim, alleged date. I asked the district attorney to please, confirm that the dead body was Michael Jackson's and who wrote alleged victim, alleged date. They told me they're not going to answer my questions. So they refused as well to confirm that Michael Jackson was dead. And then Forest Lawn, no name on the grave, not in the database. And Forest Lawn also has told me we don't have Michael's body. We've never had it. Okay. So I'm going to try to do this really fast over again. Okay. Now, you guys know that a lot of international press, we got a lot of UK press in the UK with the Express, the Daily Star, the Sun magazine. We got some German press. I was, and then here in the United, and then also I did 2 interviews with a Russian channel. And I know there's a rumor out there that people think that I hired a Russian camera, a Russian crew to film Prisoner of Fame. Are you crazy? You think I have money to pay for Russians and hotels and all this other stuff? I used an American crew, a black-owned American crew that was very multiracial, okay? Very multiracial, okay? So I did not use a Russian crew. Now, Russians did interview me, the same crew interviewed me twice. One was for REN TV, and this one is called TV Center. It's supposed to be a bigger channel, and it's really Russian TV, not just the internet. And I'm going to turn this around right now so you guys can watch a little bit of my interview that I did for Russian TV. And see, it's called TV Center. It's called TV Center. It's in Russian, so I can't tell, exactly what they're saying. But pretty much this whole documentary that they did is me, it's Michael, it's Elvis, it's Princess Diana, and it's somebody else too. And I think, was it Jim Morrison too? I'm not sure. But anyway, I'm going to let you watch just a little bit. And they do the backwards of This Is It. And they say there's messages there. And I addressed that in my Pseudocide e-movie book that I wrote and I released May 21st, 2010. It's called Pseudocide, Did Michael Jackson Fake His Death to Save His Life? And here I am. I look serious there. And there I am talking about it. And yeah, my VIP passes to This Is It. And, all my Michael stuff. Okay, so we got some more Russian press. This is the second Russian press that I've gotten. And then back in 2017, the summer of 2017, I got some press for Ready TV in Brazil.
Believers, they believe that Michael is still out there, and for those who don't believe that Michael is still out there, Michael will live forever through his music, through his art. So I'm a huge fan of Michael Jackson, and I'm so glad to work a little bit on this.
See, and since there's not that much press on it, a lot of people are scared to be called crazy or ridiculous or dumb. And the only reason why we believers are being called names is because the American press here in the United States has refused to cover it. So in USA, we're a leader. We're a leader. In the world, and Michael's American. So if the USA press is not, covering the Michael Jackson death hoax, then there must not be any relevance. Even though you tell people all kinds of facts, proof, and evidence and clues, nobody wants to be on an island on their own. So people are scared to say Michael faked his death. I have all the evidence in the world, and so I'm not afraid to say it, because I've been looking for something that tells me that Michael Jackson is dead, and I haven't been able to find it so far, and I'm looking for some official thing that doesn't have something wrong on it, wrong name is major, because it is required through the Department of Public Health and the Center for Disease Control, CDC, that you use their true, real, legal name. Henceforth comes the song that Michael released that he did with Barry Gibb of the Bee Gees. It's All in the Name, It's All in the Game, that was released on the 2nd anniversary of the death announcement, which ties it directly to the death hoax. And it's about death, the pearly gates. Go to the pearly gates, and my name is Pearly Kate. And, it's kind of weird that my name is kind of like the living dead as well, because when you die and you go up to heaven can wait, wink, wink, you're thought to be, God lets you, if you've been a good person, God lets you into the pearly gates, which means you live on in eternity, So anyway, I just wanted to do this video all over again and just thank the international press for having the courage to cover this. But then when they're in their editing rooms, they're kind of like, because when they ask the public, do you think Michael faked his death? Of course, the public's going to say no, because the public hasn't been told the information of what's wrong that makes Michael Jackson's death so suspicious, and if you don't believe that Peter is Michael, and Peter Pan is Michael, and Bobby Anderson is Michael, then you are free to believe that. But I'm also free to believe in that as well. And then at least I offer evidence of why I believe that, which is in Alive 3. So I urge everyone to watch Alive 3 and to watch the entire Alive trilogy. And I have enough information for an Alive 4. Okay? Yes, it's that much. It's still going on. So anyway, guys, I just, watch this video. Oh, let me turn this video right here. I did several videos on is he Michael Jackson? Is he really Michael Joe Jackson? That you guys can watch. You can scroll through my YouTube channel and you can watch videos for free, but it'll take you forever because I have more than 375 videos on my YouTube channel. It'll take you forever to watch all the information to where I've compiled it in documentaries, so you get all the highlights. You get it in more of a cohesive storyline. You get it in chronology. You just get more of the story, because my videos on YouTube are kind of like as they happen. So as I'm going, wait a minute, something wrong, I'm giving it to you in spurts, little video vignettes, instead of you getting an entire story. So just be sure to watch the Alive trilogy of Michael Jackson documentaries. And me saying Michael Jackson is alive is not bad news. It is not disrespecting the family. They know who I am. They can talk to me if they want. They can, prove to me that Michael's dead. And I've been doing this for 9 years, and I've been around so many of the Jacksons that no one's ever said, stop, Pearl, stop. And that one with Jermaine, that was Jermaine's ghostwriter, Steve Dennis, that he was controlling, and I got evidence that backs that up. That was in a blog that somebody had exposed. And Jermaine, eventually he said, your heart's in the right place, fans are one. And that just kind of ended that. But that was way back in 2011. We're at the end of 2018 now. Okay. So, and you got to remember the Elvis death hoax. Let me try to turn this around. Okay, I think it's going to turn around now. Come on. You going to turn around? No. I want to say goodbye to you guys on camera. Okay, here I am. Okay, and you got to remember the Elvis death hoax did really, really well for Elvis's legacy, but Elvis is not Michael, and Tupac is not Michael, and Jim Morrison is not Michael, and Jesus is not Michael. Michael even said so himself. And so you got to judge everybody on their own merit. I am not a death hoaxer. I do not believe in all the other death hoaxes. They may be true, they may not be, but I'm not an expert in that field. But I am an expert in the Michael Jackson quote unquote death hoax, death saga. I'm an expert in that. I have probably put more hours in the research of that than anyone else in the world because I have proof of it. I have a book that I wrote about it. I got 3 documentaries that I did about it. I have, hundreds of videos that I have about it. I have thousands of posts that I've done about it, So humbly say that I am an expert in the Michael Jackson death hoax, if not the world's, at least with proof, because I don't know anyone else who has put out as much material as I have on the Michael Jackson death saga. So I humbly would say that I'm the world leader on it because no one else has done what I've done to prove that Michael Jackson indeed faked his death and that he's alive and who he is. You may not believe it, but I believe it. I believe that. Okay. And we are like Jermaine said, fans are one. Fans are one. Okay. So, if anybody, like people going around saying Pearl's a liar, I lied about what? I always tell them, tell me what I lied about. The email of Michael Jackson at michaeljackson.com. I received that email. Whether it's real or fake, I received that email. I received it. Okay. So, you can't just say, well, it's fake and you lied. No, I didn't lie because I received that email. And you can't prove that it's fake. You think it's fake. Well, every email in the world under that circumstance can be fake. Okay. And if the estate is saying something, the estate thinks Michael Jackson is dead too, or at least and the family says he's dead. But right now, I need proof, evidence, and clues. Proof, evidence, and clues. Proof, evidence, and clues, and facts. Proof, evidence, clues, and facts. No words will make me change what a proof, evidence, and a fact has taught me. So anyway, I'm gone. I've spent enough time with you guys. I am going to, are results coming back in? I can't wait for the results. What's tomorrow gonna be like? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So anyway, guys, I will talk to you guys later. And I'm sorry I spent so much time online today with you guys, but I love you guys and keep Michaeling.